Alright farmers, welcome back to the channel. So we've got a new map. Right, so we're in Portugal South. This is a new map by FSPT, 70.96 megabyte on the download, and it's a map based in the southern region of Portugal with original relief. The map brings its own space marked for the factories, 3 points of sale, 26 fields of various sizes, also have a farm space with farmhouse silos and sheds. So what are we talking about then? If you come on here on Farm Manager or start from scratch, you start off with 664 slots used. That means you own nothing. Absolutely nothing. No fields, no buildings, no nothing. No equipment, nothing. If you come on New Farmer, that goes up to 774. Obviously, New Farmer starts with new equipment. So what do we have? If we go into this menu, we've got all this equipment here. So medium tractors, we have the Voucher 8750 and the Massey Ferguson MF 3670. We've got the Rosselmash Nova 330 harvester. We've got the Rudolph TDK 301 RP trailer. We've got the header, the Powerstream 500 to go with your harvester. We then got a corn header, the Corn Champion 5R. We then got the, oh dear, the 2.5 meter Rabe EG3/9. Why can't they put on these start equipment something decent? Dear oh dear. Right, and then we've also got the Nordsten HK25 plus NS3030 3 meter harvester. We'll carry on with that. We'll blow past it. We got the Hardy Mega 1200 litre sprayer. We then got the fertilizer spreader, the Amazon ZATS 3200, and then we've got the Massey Ferguson MF 1840. So that's your equipment. So what do you have from a map perspective? If you come on New Farmer like I am now, we'll go into the map, we'll zoom out. We own, when it loads, these two areas here. So we own Field 3 and the main farm. That's all you own. That's all you start with. Not a lot, mind you. Although there isn't that many fields anyway. So what are we talking about on field prices? Well, this is where it gets a little bit strange. Different. We'll go with different. The areas that you can buy, the cheapest one is this one here. That's going to cost you 15,488. The most expensive area as such is this area up here. 1,091,120. You can buy the periphery. It's going to cost you 3,681,000. Obviously, the main areas that you would normally use for fields and that are going to be individually priced. Apart from this bit in the middle, you buy that whole section for 120 grand. That's well cheap for that big area. That's excellent. Very cheap for that nice area. Right, so where are we going to start? We're going to start off at the main farm. Right, so here's the main entrance into your farm, Portugal South. Very nice. Do like that. Nice framework. So we come up the main drive. I'm in a really slow tractor, so that's always good. Now there is one thing about this map that you do see from the outset. It is quite wide and open, so using your big equipment isn't really going to be a problem on this map, which is always good. Obviously, if you're into your smaller equipment, that's entirely up to you, but I am a fan of bigger is better. So we come into this area, and the first thing you notice is nice open space. You can really put some buildings down here, animal barns, whatever you're into. Very nice. So over on the right hand side here, we've got the sheds, got our equipment under. We've then got our sleep trigger at our house. So we'll jump out there. So sleep trigger at the front. And then in the garage is your wardrobe trigger. And then if we come around here, there's a bit more storage over there with some more equipment for you. Then we've got our main farm silo. So over here is your loading in point with the weigh bridge, and then around the back is your loading out point. So that is it for the main farm. Obviously it's basic, but it's buildable. I think that this map is definitely a buildable map. More to it than say like No Man's Land or whatever, but not as much as some of the fully built maps that got everything on there, and we'll see a bit later what I mean. But as a start area, especially that big area over there, you could put some decent stuff down. Very nice. Right, where are we going to go next? We're going to start all the way up the top here. Right, so what do we have up here? This is a little out the way fuel station. So you come and fill your trucks, harvesters, whatever. Ooh, collectible. Excellent. So there's 20 collectibles on the map. There's the first one for you. So if you need to fill up any vehicles, you can come up here. Right, on to the next bit. So we're going to move across the map over to here. Right, so what have we got up here? This is your first sell point. So this is going to be called grain sell. So your unload point's there. So you come up to it, over the icon, unload, and then away you go. So that's your first sell point. So we're now going to come over to this area here. Right, so what have we got in this area? This is your sawmill. So if you played on the game on any of the maps before that we've seen so far, this is a very popular one. I think it comes from Oak Belleron, I think originally. Obviously you take out your wood chips there, your production chain menus there, so 100 grand to buy. And down here you'll pull over your trailer of wood there, hit the sell wood icon there, and then there's your pallet spawn point. Very nice. Right, we're now going to come down to this area. So what have we got here? This is your sugar mill. So standard base game one. So if you played with the sugar mill before, you should know all about this. So there's your production chain menu, 80 grand to buy, pallet spawn point out the front, and then all the way around the back it's going to be your loading in point. So if you want to do a bit of sugar, this is the area to come and do it. We are now going to come to this area here. Obviously there's nothing there at the moment, but we'll see a bit more when we get down there. Right, so what's this area? It's the BGA. Obviously on every game mode you are going to have to buy it. You're going to have to buy the land around it, which is going to cost you 151,200 to buy. But once you've bought it, obviously then you own it. So you'll have the usual production chain menu over there, loading in point there, loading in point for your slurry there, and then the digestate comes out of there. And over here you've got 2 bunker silos. Get some silage on the go, chuck your chaff in, and away you go. Right, we're now going to pop down the road to this area here. Right, so what have we got here? This is your dairy. So obviously this is a fairly popular one to be using on many maps. There's your pallet spawn point there. Come around this side, have a little look, see what's going on. Your production chain menus there. So can we get up there? No. There we are, 70 grand to buy. And then down this side is your loading in point. So you want to do a bit of dairy work, come down here. We're now going to move a little bit further down the road to this area. Right, so in this area we've got another fuel station. I think we've seen this type of style before. What's the prices here? 69 a litre? Yeah, not where I am. Nowhere near. So you want to fill your tractor or your harvester or any vehicle that requires fuel, come down here, obviously just outside the entrance to the main farm. Fuel yourself up. Right, we're now going to come down to this area here. Right, so we're down here. What have we got? There's 2 things down here. We've got the animal dealer, So obviously you pull over here if you've got a trailer, hit your animal dialogue box, and we don't have any barns placed already, so you are going to need to put something down before you pick any animals up. And then round the corner here we've got another sale point, so pull over here, sell your stuff. So this one is called, and I'm in the way, bales. We'll come to the prices menu later, but that's another sale point for you. So we're now going to come up to these two here. Right, so what have we got here? So first up we've got the sale point. This is the supermarket. So obviously you pull over there and you unload all your stuff. And then, oh, watch out for them trees. Now careful with them little trees. They don't look much, but I did get a tractor stuck on it not too long ago. We'll forget about that and carry on. And then we've got the main shop here. So main shop menu. Then your workshop trigger is there. So pull your tractor over there. There's no hatch markings, mind you, so it doesn't actually show you where to pull your vehicle in, which is strange unless there's something down the back. We'll double check. No. So just pull it into that area and hit the spanner icon. Right. We're going to carry on down this road to this area here. Right, so down in this section we've got another production chain, Briar Rose Spinnery. So if you've got some sheep on the go, you can then take your wool, or if you're doing cotton as well, into here. Obviously your pallet spawn point there. There's your loading in point. Then your production chain menu, 60 grand to buy. Get some spinnery shenanigans on the go. And now further down the road a little bit, we're going to come to this point. Right, so what we've got down here, this is the last sell point. So if you come down here and then right the way round the back, because that's where the actual sell point trigger is, all the way down here to there. So the sell point trigger's there, but the gratings there. Okay. This one is called the cooperative. So if that's where you want to sell your stuff, that's what's giving you the best price. And come down here. Now what can you sell on the map? So if we go into the shop prices menu, when it decides to get into it, there we are. So we'll scroll through until we come to something that we can't sell. So olives, first thing, which I think is strange, you can sell grapes, but you can't sell olives. You sell grapes at the supermarket. Now the supermarkets that I go to, you can buy olives as well, so that's a bit random. Okay, we'll carry on. So sunflowers, okay, soybeans, we'll keep going till we find something else. Seeds you don't normally sell, so that's standard, not a problem there. Wood chips, yeah, it can be, you can sell them on certain maps, but we'll carry on. So you can sell all those, that's fine. Road salt, don't normally sell that, that's fine. Flowers, fine. We'll keep going. Fabric. Now, again, supermarkets sometimes do sell fabric, but then you can sell clothes at the supermarket, so why wouldn't you be able to sell fabric? Okay, so sugar, yep, honey, that's fine, yeah, keep going, they're all fine. Now, chocolate, this is a strange one, because supermarkets do sell chocolate. But what is also strange, if you go back up to the other dairy outputs, the butter and the cheese, they're both sold at the supermarket, but the chocolate's not, which is a very random thing. We'll carry on. Planks you can't sell, furniture you can, which again, okay. Solid fertilizer you can't sell, that's standard, or liquid fertilizer. Manure is okay. Slurry is okay. Digestate, you don't normally sell that on a map anyway. Lime you can't sell, that's fine. Herbicide, no, you don't normally sell that. Stones, so there's no lime debris, no debris crusher for your lime. So you might want to put one of those down. And then we're on to the extras from the other mob we seen the other day. Now that is very strange, some of those things. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to go into the construction menu so I can have a little fly around. And I'll show you a couple of areas which, yeah, I'll show you what I mean. So if we come over here, this is where it goes to the cheap areas that you can buy to start with. There's one down here, the cheapest. And they're areas that you can buy and you can place stuff down. But what makes it really random is this one here. You got this open space, you can place a bakery down. And it's also got Morgan's Bakery there. But what if you don't want to place a bakery there? What if you want to put, I don't know, a fabric shop, tailor shop, or something like that? Okay, and there's a few of these dotted around. So if we go over here, here's another one. You've got the sign on the side there. Sweet and sour raisins. That would be where you put your grape factory. There's a few of these dotted around the map that have got different signs on them. There's where you would normally put that particular building. It's like here, we've got the Goldenfield grain mill. I mean, put a grain mill down here if you want. That's obviously entirely up to you. But why is there got the names of the different buildings that you'd put on there? Why not just leave it blank? Or have it as a dynamic name where you can just change it if you want to. So we've got this one here. We've got carpentry. Yeah, it's decent space. You could place your carpentry down. Anyway, we'll carry on. It is just a little something I thought was a bit random. You know, why have the names on the places if you can place anything down? It would look really strange if you had, say, on that carpentry area, you had a grape factory, for instance. It wouldn't fit. It wouldn't make sense. So surely it'd be better just to leave it blank, or even add a sign that you could put up. Just my opinion. Obviously totally up to you what you do in each area. So there you have it. That is your map tour for you. That's Portugal South. Very varied. There is areas of forestry if that's the sort of thing you're into. Nice big open fields, so big equipment isn't going to be a problem. So drop it in the comments below. What are you going to be thinking? Are you going to download this map? Are you going to be doing the crops? Are you going to be doing animals? Are you going to do a bit of forestry? There's definitely plenty of trees to be getting on the go with. We'll see what people are thinking about. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.